this change. Okay, my name is Tuva Adams. I'm the current chairperson for the Global NGO Stakeholders Summit. This is a convening of NGOs and other stakeholders in the same sector, in different sectors, same sector. One, we have government on board, we have private sector, we have development agencies, both local and international. Ideally, it's a convening of them coming together to allow us discuss a number of things regarding partnerships, policy, and how we can actually work together. So that's the whole idea. It happens once a year, and this is the inaugural one. And so far, so good. You've seen the numbers, and we're hoping to do better with time. Yes, thank you.
What's your focus on this? What's your focus on this?
Focus this summit is change. Change in what sense? Change in the sense that people used to, most NGOs used to rely on funding from other, external donors, USAID and other partners. We are trying to focus on sustainability. Sustainability in this way. What is this that these NGOs can do with the community to make sure that they're able to sustain their day-to-day living without expecting funding from outside? So ideally, that is the key items. So how do we do this? The first thing to do is, first of all, ensure there's partnerships, both vertically and on the horizontal level. So amongst themselves, if you're doing something in health, in innovation, how can you work together? That is one. So it doesn't matter which part of the continent you are. One can be in Tanzania, one can be in Uganda, another one in Kenya, and all of you work in the same sectors. Thus, you should be able to collaborate. This also works on the horizontal side because ideally you would want someone maybe at a lower level being able to access people on a higher level who are doing the same thing. So that is one collaboration. Two is we should be able to look at policy. Sometimes getting into these summits and discussing all these good things, if you don't have teeth to bite, then it's a problem. That's why now policy comes in, and also government needs to come in because an element of legislation. So ideally, those are the key thing. And third and most important thing also will be alternative methods also of fundraising and the like. So training on how we can get that done. Yes.
I mean, perhaps how do you feel? How does this summit make you feel? Seeing different stakeholders coming together?
Yes, it means a lot to us. It's been months in the planning, but having all these people on board, all these companies on board, both government, civil agencies, both locally, internationally, Tanzania, South Africa, Uganda, all this coming to convene for 3 days for us to discuss this thing. It means that there is a message you're passing out and it's being received well. This being an inaugural event, the numbers will tell you that it's gathered a lot of traction, and we are hoping that beyond the summit we can actually put together policy papers which we can keep on following up on and see the value we can offer.
How are you impacting climate change?
Climate change in a number of ways. One of them is through policy. As I said, one of the key things that we're actually looking at is policy. So you will realize that there are some NGOs or CBOs who have come on board with a conversation on climate change. You've seen the conversations about government empowering youth or CBOs or NGOs who are planting trees. So ideally that is the collaboration. So basically connecting the two, the partnership part of it, and policy. How do we then put up policies or blueprints which will then be absorbed maybe into legislation? Yeah.
What's your call to action to use in regards to such summits, the importance of them coming together?
Yeah, we really encourage them to come on board, and this is why. Because they are the leaders who will lead this organization. They are the leaders who need to lead this organization. They are the leaders who need to understand what kind of policies are being made, what these development agencies are doing and their impact. So ideally, even if you look at our registration, we made sure that a big percentage, I think 20-25%, were youth, and we discounted the figures by almost half, meaning that we need to talk to other partners to subsidize the figures. But we made sure that these people had value, and they're actually in the room. So that's actually we do. So we did this for youth and also students at the university level.
Who are your target audience?
Our target audience is all the stakeholders in the development agencies. we're talking about the development agencies themselves. These are NGOs. They're called NGOs. They're called CBO. That is number one. These people don't work in silos. They work with private sector. So private sector also have elements of CSR. How do they then work together to enable that? Government also is to enable that. Government also is very, very engaged in this. So we need one to allow them provide legislation or policies which allow the NGOs to operate properly. We also need them to also maybe offer training, because we have different agencies in government. We even have people who deal with soil, who deal with trees. So all these agencies are there. It's a matter of this CBOs and NGOs identifying who they want to work with and being able to actually work with them. So that is the kind of thinking that we have. So all these people, stakeholders, are all invited to be able to work with us. Yes. Yeah. Parting shot is that yes, development agencies are a point where we are really looking at change, and this is essential. This is not only in this country and the whole region. As I said, it's a Pan-African event, and we encourage people to engage with us beyond the summit, right? So beyond the summit, let's work together. Let's make our communities great through these development agencies.
How many countries have come today?
How many countries? Close to 10, because we do have almost 2-3 countries, 2-3 partners from Tanzania. We do have maybe another 2 from South Africa, maybe 1 from Uganda. So it's a variety, but even beyond the ones who came, the interest that has been there has been all over the place. We have had partners from Rwanda who want to come in, maybe timing and budgets, but we have engaged the whole continent. Consciously, we've made a list to talk to everyone, and we wanted to make sure that all of these development partners are actually on board. Yes, thank you. Okay.